We're glad to have you here with us as we continue on this Wednesday morning. Get to spend a few minutes now with Tony Shrum. Tony is the owner and operator behind The Roof Nurse. And yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. You take care of the roofs of commercial and residential buildings, right?
Mostly residential, but yeah.
But you do it in kind of a different way, right?
Well, we offer full service roofing, but we also offer soft wash for roofs and repairs at the same time.
Where's the difference between the soft wash and the conventional hardcore pressure washing?
Well, your manufacturers tell you never to pressure wash a roof because you're forcing water into the roof rather than, just putting water and taking the grime, the filth,
Sure.
the biofilm off of the roof.
Makes a lot of sense. What kind of chemicals do you use?
We use sodium hypochlorite and then a surfactant to make it stick so that it stays on the roof and then lets it work for a while. You'll let it sit for maybe 10, 15 minutes and then wash it off.
And it's really amazing the difference that it makes.
Oh, yes.
You'll be able to find through their website some of the work that they've done, the before and after pictures, and it is simply amazing. What's the second biggest mistake many of us amateurs make in trying to do our own pressure washing?
Well, you get too close. I mean, if you're working on concrete, it's not pressure that does all the work. It's the amount of water flow.
Right.
My pressure washer moves 5.5 gallons a minute. There are pressure washers that use 10 gallons a minute, and they use 3,000 PSI, not 5,000 PSI. It's just lower pressure, higher water volume.
Sure does make a big difference, not just in how your driveway or the siding of your house looks. It makes a whole big pop as far as the visual appeal of your property as a whole. Tell me what else you offer, Tony.
Well, again, like I say, we offer full roof replacement. We offer roof repair. And we always come out, if we're going to do a soft wash on your roof, we always look at the roof before we do anything, because if we come out and just wash the roof without doing any repairs on it, that's doing you a disservice and can actually make it worse than what it is now.
And what are some of the damages that the roof can incur by getting that in before it's been properly repaired?
Well, the sodium hypochlorite has a caustic effect on nails and things like that. And if you've got exposed nails, it can make them rust out pretty quick, and do things you don't want it to do. But you also want to look at pipe boots and in the valleys and things like that to make sure that there's no problems before you get started. If you get that taken care of on the upfront, then everything goes a lot smoother.
All right, tell me about the folks that are going to be on the roof, climbing around. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter the pitch on the roof, correct?
Correct.
You can handle them all.
Absolutely. If it's, we try safety first. We try to stay roped off and do
Sure.
things the right way. You just get up there and you've got with soft wash, you have a pump on the truck. We hook up to your water. We run it through. We fill the tank up to a certain amount, and then we just run the chemical on, let it sit for a while, then rinse it off, and you'll see the difference.
It certainly is amazing. All right, couple of questions here. What are the really black streaks that I see on the roof?
That is an algae. It really prevalent around here.
Yep.
And about the only thing that will get it off is sodium hypochlorite.
So you can do that.
Yes.
All right. Also, in some of the older houses in particular, you see some moss growing on the roof. Now, I'm no rocket scientist, but that sounds like a little bit more moisture in a place that's not supposed to be so wet.
And some organic material that it's got a place to root from. Mm-hmm. When you put that sodium hypochlorite in the surfactant on there, give it a little dwell time, it will turn white.
All right.
When it turns white, it's gone.
In addition to doing the roofing, what about gutters? You also do gutter work.
We do gutters. We do gutter cleaning because that's very important. If you have clogged gutters, the water everybody thinks that water won't run uphill, but they're wrong. It will run back up your roof and then get into your house, and it can do a lot of damage quickly.
And not to mention it can make your gutters drop from the house. And then you got a big mess and a loud spouse, don't you?
It does.
All right, tell us how we get in touch with you to set up an appointment. You'll come out and give an estimate before you begin the job.
Sure. You can reach us at our website, roofnurse.com, or you can call the office 423-414-8241.
All right, roofnurse.com, roofnurse.com. Thank you so much. Good to see you. And this is going to be one of those nights where you're going to hope your roof is in great shape, because it's going to take a workout. We'll tell you more about that coming up today on News 12 beginning at noon. We'll also have a look at some of the deadly weather that has occurred just over the past several hours from Texas all the way up to the Great Lakes. We'll see you here following The Price is Right on News 12.